Right now, the state of California is dealing with one of the most difficult times it has ever seen. According to Politico.com, the state of California has had to contend with massive wildfires, unhealthy air quality from the massive wildfires, rolling blackouts, unchecked homelessness all over California, constant threat of earthquakes, and social unrest in the forms of protests due to black people losing their lives in the hands of cops. Imagine being the governor and having to lead and make all of the decisions for California during all of these crises that are happening all at the same time, with what seems like a new problem arising every week, all during a pandemic that has led to soaring unemployment. Since the beginning of the pandemic, when COVID was starting to get recognized as a serious problem, the president had made it so that way the responsibility of the restrictions happening in each state rested on the governors, not with the president. The president himself has not made any regulations or mandates for the states to stop COVID from spreading, which is why Gavin Newsom is getting all of the backlash for restrictions he is trying to put in place to slow the spread of COVID. According to the Sacramento Bee, over and over again in press briefings since California shut down to cope with coronavirus outbreak, Gavin Newsom has pledged to do his best to meet the moment. That's exactly what he should be doing, and it's what he is doing. He's adjusting regulations to meet the severity of the situation as it grows or increases, and he is taking the pandemic day by day. Along with placing strict regulations on California, Gavin Newsom has rolled out multiple programs, partnerships, and pledges in response to the daily fluctuations in infections, hospitalizations, joblessness, and deaths. According to California.gov, since the lockdowns and the widening spread of coronavirus, Gavin Newsom has called on businesses and foundations to step up for communities in need. Through public and private partnerships, they were able to raise $3.9 billion, which has been instrumental in building affordable housing, strengthening California's COVID-19 response, and aiding struggling undocumented Californians. Governors of states have had to do a lot of work and make a lot of adjustments to meet consequences of lockdown, especially since the president has seemed to leave these decisions in their hands. According to CNN, Gavin Newsom was very much ahead of the curve when it came to issuing a stay-at-home order for the state. Newsom issued the directive on March 19th, making California the first state in the country to do so. Despite California being the most populous state in the country and containing at least 2 densely packed cities where the coronavirus was initially spreading like wildfire, there have been fewer than 900 total deaths to date in California, and that is one of the lowest numbers in the entire country. We know that it hurts businesses to close down. We know that it causes a lot of loss of revenue for business owners. And we know that it causes people to lose their jobs when businesses shut down. We're sorry that it's affecting the economy negatively, but this is the sacrifice that we have to make to beat this pandemic and to be safe again. According to Forbes, all that small business owners really can do is hang in there during these lockdowns, these shutdowns, and these curfews, and hope that when this is all over, that people and businesses will come back stronger than ever. Also, according to Forbes, a lot of people are also dealing with personal crises everywhere due to businesses not being open and due to them not being able to gather. Weddings are getting canceled or postponed, and many other big events that were going to happen, such as graduation ceremonies, will probably not get to happen now. Thousands of students were supposed to walk across the stage over the summer and experience a college graduation for the first time, and probably the only time in their life, and they could not do that due to COVID and gathering restrictions. We're so sorry that this virus is affecting all of our lives and our economy so negatively. Plenty of us have lost loved ones and missed once-in-a-lifetime experiences due to this virus. All we can hope is to get through it together and come out stronger by following safety regulations, by wearing a mask, by washing our hands frequently, by staying 6 feet apart, and by only leaving our houses for essential activities. Hopefully with these regulations, we will beat this pandemic, and we can one day come together safely and celebrate. Thank you.